Okay, well, that's it. Well, so we have lifetime holidays. Of course, as I remember, we completed this unit 1. And so first of all, we have a background about lifetime holidays, that what is actually lifetime holidays. Then we will discuss it. And we have two charts here, two graphs. So the first one, bar chart and pie chart. We normally have this chart in IELTS writing, but it's interesting that we have here. Okay, well, let's read. Let's read and figure out what the lifetime holiday is. Well, let's get started.
Okay. Um, Lifetime holidays is a package holiday firm. It has many high street shops and a large catalog of holidays. However, it is currently facing problems. Fewer people are visiting its shop, and demand for its holidays has fallen. Most of its customers are age over 50, so it now wants to appeal to a wide range, especially so as 30 to 50. The solution seems to be to sell holidays online. As Lifetime has no experience of e-commerce, they want to join with an exciting existing online company, Direction. Direction is a low-budget holiday website. It offers cheap flights to a small range of destinations and can arrange accommodation, insurance, and car hire. It has a good customer base, but it wants a bigger catalog of holidays to offer. The two firms have met several times and are now ready to negotiate the details of possible joint venture. Oh,
Okay, well, so we have some words. The first one is e-commerce. You know the meaning of this, the definition of e-commerce, if you want to explain it in simple terms.
e-commerce is very, I think it's popular nowadays. Mm, It's like as Amazon, right?
Of
Shopee
course.
and yeah, some firm I know in over the world, like
So this is
I,
electronic commerce, of
yeah,
course.
electronic,
Buying and selling of goods and services, of course, over an electronic network. That's great. Very good. Well, so tell me, okay, what issues does lifetime holidays face to?
mm, lifetime holidays is um, a company. I mean a company, and they serve service for. Um, I think the more expensive than direction,
Mhm.
but the issue is most of its customer are is over 50. So I think um, I think the issue is they need to uh, to change the way to advertise about package holiday to younger customer and via e-commerce e-commerce. I mean they need to be to sell holiday online.
Of course. So, what's the solution? Of course, as you mentioned, most of its customers are aged over 50s, but they need to actually have a wider range, maybe between 30, younger people. So, how can you solve this issue, you think, if you want to give an advice in order to attract and get more customers, for example, younger people?
Mm, uh, sorry, how you ask how, right?
Of course, how they can face this issue and how can they can solve this problem.
Mm, I think um, firstly, because in this past in this story, we can see they has no experience of e-commerce, but
Mhm.
they want to be. They the solution is they need to sell holiday online. So they should be to join with an existing online company. So
Mhm.
I think they they yeah
So you
they
think online marketing is a good way to get more customers,
yeah
especially younger people, younger customers, maybe between 30 to 50. So you think, the only way is to actually maybe sell goods and services online. Yeah, am I right?
yeah you are right. I think because especially the that services are package holiday. So if they sell it online, it's more attract customer, like
Yeah,
with a picture, with a story, with a image, with
of course.
and the customer can visit visit e-commerce um, store, and
Hmm.
they can watch a video or picture or image about the holiday package, and they can make a decision, or sometimes they can they can connect with the holiday firm and ask more information. So I think it's a
Yeah.
very good way. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Okay, the only thing that I need to mention is the pronunciation of this word catalog. So this is catalog. Just pay attention, yeah, of course, to the pronunciation of this word. Well, okay, let me ask you another question. Okay, so uh, tell me if you want to work with a company. Would you like to work with a family-owned company or a multinational company or your own company? Which one can be your choice? And why, of course?
Yeah. um, yeah, in the past, I really want to work for uh, multinational company. Yeah, MNC. Mm. And but now when I mean got old, I want to work for my own. I mean, yeah. I want to. Um, I can open my own business. Yeah.
Yes. And turn it into a multinational company. Why not? I can establish
Yeah.
my own
Yeah.
and turn it into a multinational company. That, yeah, of course. So if you want to, uh, talk about advantages and disadvantages. Your own company, your family, just one advantage, one disadvantage. Your own company, your family company, and a multinational company.
Advantage and disadvantage, right?
Yeah, of course, one
Uh,
advantage, one disadvantage.
Multinational, I think they have advantages is uh, professional, very professional with discipline, clear, very clear discipline and professional and high salary.
Yeah.
But disadvantages is they I think is um, is how to say? I mean, it's less emotion like a environment. I mean emotion from each other. I mean they focus to do their job. That is. And I know in multinational company it's very difficult to get uh, promotion.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Limited, limited position for I mean for local
Mhm.
people limited.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Of course.
So
Okay.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
family company is less professional. They have they can make many decision different. It's a short
Mm-hmm.
and it's not easy to work for family company if we are especially if we are manager and sometimes we feel they don't respect our decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Of course. Of
but
course.
as a family company is very close together. I mean, they work with the emotion, with the uh, yeah, and I think it's good, but um, low salary
Of
than
course.
lower.
Good, but not enough.
Yeah,
Of course.
and
Of course.
own business is very comfortable, right? We can do anything we want, but it's risk, more
Yeah.
risk because we don't have the other to can. I mean, it's risk. Business is risk,
Mhm.
and sometimes maybe we lost all thing we have.
Yeah, of course. And maybe it's too hard to separate relations and business. You know,
Yeah.
of course, you have your family and your business, so it's too hard to manage these two together. Well, great. Okay, so the first thing that we have is writing section. Just let's discuss this part, but we're not going to do this part now, but let's discuss it. Okay. So you're gonna write a letter to the person you negotiated with. Okay, so as a director of a company or an organization, and we have agenda here, the list of things, maybe issues, and the list of maybe things that should be discussed at the meeting, or for example, uh, maybe somewhere else. So one, length of contract, range of holiday destinations, car hire and insurance, and advertising budget, and joint venture structure. So there is a list of maybe issues and maybe things that should be discussed as your agenda. Now let's check page 130 to see the file. Okay, I think 130. Well, this one. Okay, as you can see, we have a writing file here. This is a letter. Okay, and solutions, main point, endings. Okay, and we have a actually formal letter. Okay, from person, maybe a director to another person, okay, and to invite for speaking at next conference. Okay, so you can check, as you can see, it's too formal, okay, and you can, I want you to do something, okay, I want you to read this letter, use this sample, okay, and try to make your own, okay, as a director of a company, okay, for example, with some solutions and some issues, okay? So I want you to use this sample and write your letter, make your letter and send it to me, okay? Just, for the next session, this can be your task. It's really easy because you know the structure. As I told you, you need the first thing that you need to write, of course, after your title is the reason that why you are writing this letter. So, especially if you have some issues to be mentioned, you need to discuss and you need to mention them at the beginning of your letter. Then, of course, if you have any alternative, any solutions you can offer. For example, okay, this is the reason that I'm writing this letter. And of course, we need to discuss these issues. And there are some, for example, something like solutions that I can suggest. Okay, and of course you can end your letter using some endings that for example, we have here, you can use them. As you can see, yours truly, sincerely, best regards, or something like this. Okay, you can say, but don't forget to write your name and of course signature. And as you can see, we have the first part, main point. For example, it's a good idea to put the main point at the beginning, as I told you, the reason why you are writing the letter. People read the first paragraph carefully, so that is really important to give, because sometimes we get the email, I normally don't check because I don't know the reason why the person wrote this, for example, sent this email to me. But if it's clear, of course, I will check it. So that is really important to give your main point. And of course, if you know the name of the person, you say, dear, Mr., Mrs., Ms., Miss. Okay, so if you know. If you don't know, it's okay. Dear, Mr. or Miss. It's your choice. So or dear sir or madam. So both are correct, you can use, but normally we can say dear sir or madam when we don't know the name of, for example, the person who we are writing to. Okay. Do you have any questions related to this letter structure?
No, thank you. I yeah, understand.
Of course, very good. So this is your assignment for next session. Try to write and send it to me so that I can check it. Well, okay, let's go back to your unit again. Well, so just don't forget about this list. You need to use, actually, this is your title as a director of lifetime holiday or director art as a director of direction. You need to write a letter to the person you negotiated with, and of course, the list of things that you need to discuss in your letter. Okay, and just this. Well, so we talked about companies, a family-owned, multinational, or your own company. So which of these business sectors do you work in? Or would you like to work in, and why?
Um, yeah, I would like to work for a multinational company because they are usually uh, professional, good environment, high salary, and uh, it's always have beautiful places to work. And they have the high quality for employee. It's about some service like mm, benefit, and they care about not they care not only the money, they care about the spirit. I think is they care about the happiness of the employee. And a multinational company also has the opportunity to work overseas, I mean abroad sometimes. Yeah. And I can approach with new technologies, new knowledge. I mean, it's I can learn. I can learn
Of
very much.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You can be updated, of
Yeah.
course. Well, as you can see, there are some sectors. For example, telecommunications or media, engineering, retailing, construction, tourism, banking and finance, transport, vehicle manufacturing, IT, food and drink, and pharmaceuticals or chemicals, and others. So, if you want to choose one sector to work, you say that, for example, I would like to work in this sector. Which one can be your favorite?
Mm. Mm. I would like to work in mm, banking and finance. Mm.
Oh, you like money.
Yeah,
That's
I like money, and because the environment for this section is always clean and, as to say,
yeah,
beautiful and uh, modern.
of
Uh,
course, of course,
yeah,
of course.
manufacturing is very hard working, and sometimes it's
Yeah,
I am a woman and I like good environment,
yeah.
beautiful environment. Yeah.
Of course, tidy, clean, comfortable. Of course,
Yeah.
I know, and banking and finance can be a really good choice, of course. How about tourism? Have you ever thought about walking, in tourism sector? Have you ever?
Yeah, I ever think of in the past when I was young. I like. I think I want to work in tourism. But
Mhm.
um, I like to work as um, uh, tourist guide.
Yeah,
Because
later, of course.
I'm a good pupil at the literature and history. I want
Oh,
tourist guide, and I because I want to go every countries in over the world.
yeah, of course.
And if I work for company, if I'm good employee, best employee, maybe I can. They can allow me to rise for I mean expensive trip yeah,
Ah,
and can come some kind a lot of many country I want, but I think it's just still like it's just tourist guide is very hard.
of course,
Yeah,
of course,
travel
of
a lot,
yeah.
and because my English not good, so I can.
But you're good at literature and history, but of course, and you can improve your English, so it's okay. So, but that's really good.
But not
Of
good
course,
at English.
your English is good, so, but you want to be very good. So, when you can express your opinion, when you can talk, when you can understand what other people say, it means your English is good. But of course, you want to improve and enhance your English, it means you want to be great. So, of
Yeah,
course, why not?
thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, well, and which one? Okay, the last question about this part. Which one you hate to
Mm.
do or you hate walking in?
Um, I had to cook in um, I think construction.
Construction.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Okay, how about pharmaceuticals?
I
I don't
like
know,
I like
chemicals. Yeah.
pharmaceuticals. In
Ah,
fact, I ever work for pharma- pharmaceutical in the past.
yeah,
Mm.
of
I think
course.
it's good. It's good. A good sector, and it's not easy. It's quite difficult,
Of
and
course.
of course we need have good knowledge. I mean, and learn
Of
uh, very
course.
much.
Yeah, of course, you need to be expert, knowledgeable, of course, if you want to be maybe successful in this sector. It's too hard and, of course, too challenging. Well, let's keep going and complete the sentences below with words and phrases from the box. Of course, we learned these words and phrases before, so let's complete this part together. Okay. Well, we have some words and phrases, so let's complete. The amount of money a company receives from sales in a particular period is called as turnover.
Hmm.
Number two,
Um, the money a company makes after taking away its costs is profit.
Okay, is profit. So you think the money a company makes after taking away its cost, of course, and then the next one.
Uh, the company which is more than 50% owned by a parent company um, is called uh, subsidiary.
Uh,
Uh,
it's called subsidiary. A company
subsidiary.
which is more than 50% owned by a parent company is called a subsidiary.
Yeah,
Of
subsidiary.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah, subsidiary. Okay. And number four.
number four is the employees in a particular country or business are called the workforce.
Of course, definitely yes. Five.
The percentage of sale a company has in a particular market is the market share.
That's great. Very good.
Mm, and the main building or location of a large organization is head office.
Yeah, very good, of course. And the last one.
Cost of company share is share price.
Very good. So now we have the words and phrases. Let's complete the extract from a company report with appropriate words or phrases. Okay, let's complete this part. So let's read.
Complete the extract from company report. Mm. Um, I am pleased to say the company has continued its excellent performance. We are charging, growing, and doing well. As a difficult time for the industry, turnover was 57.2 million, an increase of 15 on last year, and mm, profits
Mm-hmm. Very
and
good.
profits row. We are a highly competitive business. We have increased our um, market share,
Yeah,
and uh, consequently our uh, share price
very good.
and increase production and strong demand has had a positive effect on our cash flow. So we are
Mm-hmm.
able to finance a number of new projects. Processed. We have successfully moved to our new head office. No. New.
Yeah, you're right. Why no?
Yeah, I just want to read again.
Of course.
Yeah, new head office in central London. We are now planning to start full production at the recently opened Spanish subsidiary.
Yeah.
Subsidiary in October. Finally, thank once again to our loyal and dedicated workforce.
Very good. So dedicated and dedicated to, would you say? Finally, thanks. Would you say again? Number 7, did you say?
I think it's workforce.
Workforce, of course. I couldn't hear it clearly. Workforce, of course. Very good. That was really good. Well, we have a chart here and some information from, in the box. Well,
Yeah.
let's complete the chart using the information from the box. So let's read, of course. So we have company, main activity, nationality. So let's complete it together. So the first one, Cisco Systems, Internet Equipment Supplier, American. Car manufacturer, which one can be car manufacturer?
Car manufacturer, I think, is Peugeot.
Of course, Peugeot. And nationality?
Uh, Nationality is Peugeot is French.
French, of course. Bacardi Martini.
Bacardi Martini is drinks
Yeah.
supplier.
Supplier, of course, drink supplier. And nationality, it's from,
Spanish.
of course, Spanish. Okay. Troll and financial services provider.
Travel and financial service, I think, is American Express.
Very good.
Uh, Bayer is um, Bayer is mm, I think drug and Bayer container. No,
No,
the
you were right. Drug.
drug and chemicals maker.
Very good, of course. That's right. And clothing manufacturer.
Clothing manufacturer is Benetton.
Yeah, of course, Benetton. That is,
And the nationality is Italian.
of course, it's Italian. Electronic goods makers.
Is Japanese.
Very good. And last,
And Mac is container ship operator. I know this company. Yeah,
you know this.
yeah,
Okay.
they have the branches here.
Yeah, okay, that's great. Wow. So we completed the chart, but of course, you know this. So let me say something about some WH words like which, that, or who or what. So there actually, as you know, we can use WH words to make question and of course to make connection, okay, and join sentences. For example, when you're talking about companies, okay, you can use which, of course, you can use that as well. So you
Uh,
can say Cisco System is an American IT company which supplies internet equipment. Okay, so you can use which in order to connect your sentences. Of course, we use this, of course, these linkers. Maybe they are linker words. Okay, we use WH words in order to remove and avoid repeating subject or object again. For example, I don't want to say Cisco system and again Cisco system, so I remove it. Once I mention, then I use which. It means, okay, the second sentence is related to the first subject or object. So I can remove. Now, let's make sentences using the information in the table. For example, Bacardi Martini. Let's make sentence, a whole sentence using which or that.
With or that, right?
Of course, for example, Bacardi Martini.
Bacardi Martini uh, with with main activity is drinker supplier. That's from Spanish.
So let me say something. If you want to make a sentence and if you want to add nationality, the first thing that you need to mention is nationality. For example, Bacardi Martini is a Spanish company which, for example, produce drink supplier. Okay, so the first thing is nationality, then which, and then activity.
Uh,
Okay, so
yeah,
for example, American Express.
American Express is American company. We provide travel and financial service.
Very good, of course, very good. Just when you want to add nationality, you can say an American, or a Spanish. Okay, so use a or an before nationality because you are talking about one from whole. So it's better to use a or an. So you say American Express is an American company which provides, for example, travel and financial services. Okay, the next one, Bayer.
Mm, Bayer is German company which provide drug and chemical maker.
Of course, of course. And the next one,
Uh, Benetton is Italian company provides clothing which is clothing manufacturer.
very, very well. Let's discuss the other WH words that you can use. Of course, you may know them, but it's not bad to review. Who, were, when. Okay, actually there are all the WH words that you can use. If you are mentioning, you're talking about the person, you can use who. Okay. For example, this is, for example, the guy who I met yesterday, for example. Okay. As you can see, I I connected two parts of my sentence using who because I'm talking about the person. So I can make connection using who. So if you are talking, if your subject or your object is person, human, you use who. If you are talking about a place, you can use where. For example, um, we went to the cinema where we, for example, I don't know, we have gone together before, something like. We went to the cinema. I'm talking about cinema, so I want to remove cinema. I don't want to repeat it again. So I use were. Okay. If
Were.
it comes to time, I use when. Okay. But who and we have that or which. Both can be used for things or animals. But there is something about that. You can use that for all subjects and objects. So respective, they are people or places. You can use that. That is common for all them. So you can use all for that for all subjects or objects. Okay? So if you want to remove, if you want to avoid repeating your subject or object, you can use WH words to connect your sentence. But you need to pay attention. If you're talking about people, if you're talking about places or time, or of course we have position and all the WH words that we can use. But for now, you need to know these WH words to use. Okay, get it?
Get it?
Very good. Well, let's keep going. Okay, just before we start with listening section, may I ask you to make some examples using WH words who and where? For example, and when, of course. I remember time when I first met you. So as you can see, when I'm talking about time, I use when. I remember the time when I first met you. So,
Hmm.
well, who?
Uh, okay. So we continue with wheat, right?
No, actually, I want you to make some examples using this WH words. For
Uh,
example, who?
who? Okay. So uh, Yesterday, I know. Mm, it's not easy. Like we try to imagine about the thing is not in real
For
life.
example, for example, the man who is wearing black jacket is my English teacher.
Hmm.
You're talking about the man, so
Yeah,
it's
and
hard.
it's I mean I try to how to say is create about person I don't know or I'm not thinking about them now. Because the woman the woman in conference the beautiful woman in conference room he as who is speaker today is my friend.
Of course, who's speaking is my friend. Very good, very good. And where?
Mm, the destination I ever come, the destination where I ever been to Paris last month is mm, I don't know. I don't remember the name. Uh, Montmartre, Mount Montmartre, Montmartre Hill. Wow.
Yeah, where? Okay, so where is where?
Where the
Where?
destination?
Did you use it? I couldn't hear. Did you use it? The place
Yeah,
that we visited in Paris. Okay, so where we visited in Paris, you said where?
yeah.
Okay, so sorry because I couldn't hear. So the place that you visited, but where?
I
The
mean the
place.
the place where I ever been last month. Where I ever been last month is
Mhm.
uh,
Okay, yeah,
uh,
very.
was
Ever been is not correct because you are giving exact time last month, so you need to use past simple. You use a present perfect when you don't want to mention the time or you don't know the time or
uh,
you're talking about the period of time.
went
But when you
to
say
right
last month,
where I went to right.
yeah, of course, of
Hmm.
course. Last
Yeah,
month I went. Yeah.
yeah.
And the last one, when?
When uh, I I will I will be there finish when I finish my working day.
Very good. But there is something when, of
Mm.
course, you can use it when here, but it's a little different. You
Oh,
know, you say when I finish my work, it means the time here.
yeah.
But when I say I remember the time when I first met you, it means I remember the time at that time I met you.
Uh,
So I don't want to repeat time, so I use when.
mm.
But your actually sentence was different.
Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
know. It mean yeah. I understand your meaning. Yeah.
That's great.
So maybe I will try with as a example, like I um when um when mm, I don't remember the time when I first met you.
That was really good. Ah, that was really good, of course. Okay, that's good. Okay, that was good. Well, so okay, so we discussed WH words for now. Okay, do you have any questions, any issues related to this part?
No, it's
Okay.
you. Yeah, I can understand today.
That's great. Very good. Okay, so let's keep this part and we keep going with listening section next session. Well, thank you. So let me stop recording because we don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.